देखिए, सत्य को किसी के सपोर्ट की जरूरत नहीं होती। हमारी बात में, हमारे मुद्दों के साथ सत्य स्वयं खड़ा है। सत्य सबके साथ सत्य ही रहता है। कितने भी लोग साथ में आए, इससे सत्य को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
कृष्ण मोहन शर्मा।
चलो, कम से कम मेरे कारण अरविंद केजरीवाल जी संविधान का और बाबा साहब का सम्मान करने लगे, वो आनंद का विषय है।
संजय जी।
शायद आप भूल रहे हैं कि राज्यसभा में श्री राहुल गांधी नहीं बैठते हैं। राहुल गांधी राज्यसभा लोकसभा में बैठते हैं।
आमोद जी।
मुझे क्या मालूम, हो तो स्पीकर साहब ने तय करना पड़ेगा, सभापति जी तय करेंगे।
मोहित सॉरी अमित।
मुझे लगता है कि खड़गे जी ने आत्मनिरीक्षण करने की जरूरत है। वो जो कर रहे हैं, इसके प्रति गुस्सा है या मेरे बयान के प्रति, वो उनको थोड़े दिन में मालूम पड़ जाएगा।
आप पूछना चाहते हैं?
नहीं, बीजेपी को टारगेट कर रहे हैं वो सही है, क्योंकि जनता के फैसले लगातार बीजेपी के पक्ष में आ रहे हैं। इसका उनके पास ना कोई काट है ना कोई तोड़ है। इसलिए जनता के फैसले के बाद ईवीएम पर सवाल उठाते हैं। जनता के फैसले के बाद खुशफहमी में रहते हैं कि हारने के बाद भी कि हम जीते हैं, और जनता के फैसले के बाद भी फिर से एक बार भ्रांति फैलाने का प्रयास करते हैं, परंतु जनता सब जानती है।
अंतिम सवाल रविकांत जी।
सर, पूरे सत्र के दौरान देखा गया है कि इंडिया अलायंस सभी मुद्दों पर एकजुट नहीं था, लेकिन कल के भाषण के आपके भाषण के बाद उनको लगता है कि एक मुद्दा मिल गया, आपके भाषण की वजह से सभी एकजुट होकर आप पर हमला कर रहे हैं, तो आपने यूनाइट कर दिया उनको।
ऐसा नहीं है। जब एक प्रकार का नैरेटिव खड़ा होने का, गलत नैरेटिव खड़ा करने का प्रयास होता है, तब शुरू में नैरेटिव गलत है या सही वो समझे बगैर काफी लोग साथ देते हैं। जब जनता का रिएक्शन आता है तब कुछ स्थिति अलग होती है। आप थोड़ी राह देखिए।
आप सभी मीडिया के साथियों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप सब बहुत कम समय में आए, आपका आभार।
धन्यवाद।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah there in a stinging attack on the Congress party, going on to accuse them of distorting his statement that was made on the floor of the upper house yesterday when he was concluding the constitution debate. This is the Wednesday edition of Plain Speak. You're watching with me, Poonam Burde. And the Ambedkar face-off has taken an fierce turn, with the Congress and other allies of the India bloc coming out and latching on to what Amit Shah said yesterday on the floor of the House in the Rajya Sabha. But there was one particular clip that the Congress has latched onto, which is a just a few seconds edited clip, and that is a distorted clip, says Amit Shah, when he responded to the allegations that were made against him. The Congress even in fact asked for Prime Minister Modi to remove Amit Shah from his cabinet, to which the Union Home Minister responded that they can dream about it all they want, but for the next 15 years, the Congress is going to remain in the opposition and they will not dictate who the people of this country want at the helm of affairs. Payal, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more perspective on this. Payal, since morning we've seen the Congress leading the attack from the opposition rank against Union Home Minister Amit Shah specifically and the BJP as a whole. But now Amit Shah has come out and rebutted every single allegation, also hinting at legal recourse or legal options that the BJP would look at for this distorted clip that the Congress put out of the Union Home Minister.
Well, of course, this is another fake news that is being perpetrated by the Congress party. That's essentially the argument of the BJP on this fact, because whatever the Home Minister said has been part of parliamentary record. It is on record, and it is there for everybody to examine. And that's the reason that the Home Minister, in fact, asking the media to show the entire clip and to put it into the right perspective, because this can actually send a negative message across to people, in particular, with the fact that it's a very, very sensitive issue. The respect for B.R. Ambedkar has been reflected by the Modi government, is what the Home Minister has really said, and he said this in as many words in his press conference as well. So obviously, with the war of words continuing, with Manikam Tagore first setting the cat amongst the pigeon by putting out that gentleman in ocean, and with the fact that the Congress party tweeted or put out that 11-second clip, the BJP set the ball rolling. You had none other than the Prime Minister himself, in fact, tweeting a series of tweets on that entire issue. And right now, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Party President JP Nadda, Piyush Goyal, Ashwini Vaishnav, Kiran Rijiju, 6 to 7 ministers sitting in that briefing that the Home Minister has held. And he basically has said that he challenges the Congress party to prove him wrong, because whatever he has said with a lot of research, and he said it as a part of parliamentary records. Poonam.
Right, all that has been stated are facts. If the Congress wants to argue with me on facts, then I'm more than happy to do so, but do not distort what I said was the clear message that came to the fore from the Union Home Minister. Aman also joins us on this broadcast, getting us more perspective. And Aman, it was very clear that the BJP was going for the jugular as far as this controversy went. That was made clear not just by the statements that came to the fore from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister this morning and BJP spokespersons, but when the Prime Minister himself put out a long social media post telling the Congress why what they were claiming was wrong.
See, Poonam, it is very rare that in a single day you get the Prime Minister to put out such strong posts on, social media, a series of posts, and then you see Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, flanked by 4 other Union Ministers, do this big press conference. This shows that the BJP is very, very clear. It does not want any fake narratives, be it on Bhimrao Ambedkar, be it on the Constitution, or be it on the issue of reservations to flourish. It doesn't want the message to go amongst the people in any way that about fake narratives about this particular issues, because BJP has learned it the hard way from the Lok Sabha elections, when this whole narrative of Samvidhan Khatre mein hai, in a way got ground amongst the people, and that is why maybe BJP suffered in the Lok Sabha election. This time the BJP is not going to allow the Congress party to paint any fake narrative, and you heard Amit Shah clearly say there that they have put out a shortened edited video of just 11 seconds to distort what I was trying to say. I was saying that the Congress party has never respected the ideology of Bhimrao Ambedkar. The examples are replete in history about the same, right from, not allowing his portrait in the Central Hall of the Parliament, defeating him twice in election, Jawaharlal Nehru campaigning against him, not giving him the Bharat Ratna, not letting any of his memorials come up, not trying to stop him when he was resigning from the Union Cabinet. So the Congress history, right from Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi to the future generations of the Congress, have always been anti-Ambedkar. And Amit Shah making it very, very clear that he comes from a party which even in its dreams can never insult B.R. Ambedkar, because B.R. Ambedkar is an inspiration for the BJP, also for the Jan Sangh and top leaders of the BJP, be it Mr. Modi, be it Mr. Amit Shah. Everybody has openly said that, and his statement is being distorted. Amit Shah, in fact, going back and saying that even earlier, Prime Minister Modi's statements, in his own statement during the Lok Sabha elections in April, if you remember, a morph video of Amit Shah on reservations at that time had been circulated. Amit Shah reflecting, pointing to that as well, that even at that time they tried to do this, but this time I think the BJP is very clear. They have put out their top guns, right from the Prime Minister to the Home Minister to top Union Ministers, to say that what the Congress is trying to do is to mislead the people, paint a fake narrative, and appealing to the media and also to the people to put out the entire statement, which is part of the Rajya Sabha records, not that particular shortened edited video which the Congress is propagating. He also saying that all legal options are open for the BJP, both inside and outside the parliament, to counter this narrative of the Congress party.
And